Hello, everybody. Some old guy with MS here, once again. Um, I do know in my last video, I promised to do a movie video about the movie that started all this Walking Dead stuff. But I'm sorry. I want to do one more investing video first. So that's what this is going to be. So what that means, you have to tune in next week for that very special movie discussion / review. But anyway, this week we're all about investing again. And really what I want to talk about are electric vehicles and electric vehicle companies. So probably the most famous one is Tesla. Gets at I think $1,100 plus change. Well, dollar change. A few videos ago, I reported to you guys that I had bought some Tesla. And I had. But I told you I had bought 38 shares. That is, God, I wish I could have. But that is outrageously incorrect. I bought 18 shares, which puts it around 20 grand US. A lot of money for 18 darn shares. I mean, no wonder Musk is a billionaire. So now, the unfortunate thing is, guy paid $1,200 each for each share, and it went down to in the 900s, but it's coming back, and now it's 1,100. I think $1,144. So it's slowly coming back. I am not worried. I think they would do quite well. I'm just a little bit annoyed that it dropped as soon as I bought some. But anyway, I am not worried. Tesla will do fine. And I will too. Let's see. Today is Tuesday. Oh yeah, on Monday, I bought quite a few shares of Canoo. CANOO is the company. And I think the ticker is GOEV. So go EV. When I bought that I put the order on Sunday. So I got it early early Monday morning, and I paid $12.22 a share. Here it is Tuesday, and they've gone down to, stupid friend of mine calling on Skype. I told him I do these videos, but he doesn't understand. So we'll just ignore that. You may have to put up with that again. So, yeah, I paid $12.22. They're down to 11 and change. Again, I'm not really worried. I'm just annoyed. Let's see. Canoe. If you look at the company bio, they plan on making mainly vans and delivery vehicles. The interesting thing about Canoe is in their bio, they say they want their electric, sort of the electric part, engine, battery, wheels, and all that, to be on like a skateboard. So you can put whatever body you want onto the thing, which I think is a really good idea. If you look the stock up on Yahoo and read the discussion, in the discussions, someone said Canoe was in talks with Apple to make the Apple car, the Apple EV. Now, Apple probably was in talks with lots of companies, but if they were in talks with Canoe, and if anything comes to fruition, the stock will skyrocket. You'll make, if you buy it now and that happens, you'll make tons of money. Another comment in the discussion said that Walmart was in talks with them to sell their car. Now, I don't know. That sounds a little bit odd, but Walmart wants to expand its base, so it could be true. Again, if it is, that could be huge. So I don't think it's a huge risk to buy some Canoe. So I did. Yeah, it's down a little bit, but that's part of the day-to-day things that happen when you own stock. I also have a stock in Lucid. Lucid is another American company. These are all American companies, and it's going to make a luxury car. And Lucid has actually done very well for me. I'm very happy with it. I think that's a good bet. The one American one I have not bought is Rivian. Rivian, I think, planned on making electric trucks, sort of like a electric Ford F-150 or Ram truck, but of course they won't be called those. They'll be they'll have a Rivian name, but Rivian is quite expensive. Well, it seems to be. Their stock is around I think 140 or 150. But that might be one worth buying also. Now, there are a ton of Chinese electric vehicle makers. The trouble is they're Chinese. I mean, the good thing is they have a huge market, so they could easily surpass Tesla in market share in China anyway. But then you have the Chinese Communist Party, and if it decides it doesn't like you or it doesn't like what you're doing, your company is toast, as are all your investors, and especially foreign investors. Now, having said that, I do have some money in NIO, NIO. It's a Chinese company making cars for China mainly, but I think they also have some overseas sales. But that stock has actually been very disappointing. I think it has gone down quite a bit since what I bought it at, but I mean, like I say, if the CCP doesn't get mad at it or actually likes it, we could make a fortune. But if the CCP, Chinese Communist Party, gives it the evil eye, or doesn't like something it does, it's as good as dead, along with your money that's in it. So it's kind of balancing risk. What do you rather? Is it worth the risk? With a chance of having one make a lot of money, or a chance of it being wiped off the face of the earth. I've got a little bit of money in it, and if it ever goes up to where I can get my money out, I think I really would think about it. I may actually do it. Let's see. What I would really like with that is for it to double. I'd sell half, get my money out, and let the rest ride. But that's a long way in the future, and it's may not happen. So those are the electric vehicles that I have, the stocks, I mean. And like I said, the one I'm really looking at, with thought to buying it, is Rivian. Now, what does all that mean? It means, yes, I think electric vehicles are the way of the future. And it's definitely not a passing fad. Actually, you know what? My sister's son bought a Tesla. I mean, like, he's young. He'd be in his 30s now. Yeah, definitely in his 30s. He's got a very good job. So, yeah, I guess it all adds up. But, I really do think electric vehicles are here to stay. But now, having said that, I don't think gas vehicles are going to disappear. They'll become fewer and fewer and fewer of them. But it's going to take, in my opinion anyway, a good 10, maybe 20 years for them to mainly disappear. But diesel vehicles, like diesel trucks, diesel trains, I don't think they're going to disappear for a long, long time. But eventually they might. Who knows? But in the meantime, you and I can make some money on electric vehicle stocks. Yep. But as far as reducing pollution, well, you don't get pollution out of a tailpipe. That is very, very true. But, here in BC, we get almost, I would say, all of our electricity from hydroelectric dams. So it's renewable. It's kind of solar-ish, like the sun evaporates the water, it goes up in the sky, goes to the it goes all over the place, but eventually it rains on the other side of the dam, and the water goes through the dam, and that's how we get our electricity. Now, in most of the states, I don't think that's true. And even in a lot of Canadian provinces, like, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, probably Ontario, and the maritime provinces. They probably get their electricity from coal-fired plants. There might be some hydro. I know Quebec had a huge hydro plant project, so I think most of Quebec is now hydro, electricity from water. But a lot of the states, I don't think so. I think a lot of the world, the electricity is from coal-fired plants. And in China, so do electric vehicles reduce pollution? Will definitely help the tailpipe. But overall, I really don't know. No one has done a complete study on it. And I think the reason is because they don't want to find out the answer. So, but anyway, owning electric vehicle shares, I think is a great idea. You should do that, as I have done. And like I say, I'm going to expand my base and buy some ribbon stock at some point. Anyway, so I think that's about it. That's all I have to say about EVs, electric vehicles. So, oh yes, I must say, I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a stockbroker. This is just my thoughts and what I'm going to do. So, whatever you do is on you. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Well, I think I'll do this. My grandson, I think he's 4, maybe 5, and we've been telling each other kind of stupid jokes back and forth. So I told him this. I told him this one. What gets wetter the more it dries? What gets wetter the more it dries? Yeah. So, do you want the answer? You have to tune in next week, and I'll give you the answer. So, I think that's about it. Oh, yes. If you like this video, or even if you don't, subscribe, like, share, comment. I like getting comments. Yeah, please do. Well, do at least one of those, but it would be much better if you did all of them. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay. And comments. I like comments. All right. I think that's about it. So, end communication. Okay, this is not for you. Start listening. Mouse grid. 8, 8, 8, 1, click. Mouse grid. 8, 3, 3, click. End transmission.